Hi, hello, it's time for a month-end recap. Been doing little vlogs at the end of each month, and the way that March ended up, this is a couple days late, but let's talk about March. I feel like it's been a pretty fun month for me as a creative. I'm seeing a lot of really just excellent growth. I'm seeing both not only personal, but also engagement, a lot of engagement. A lot of really great high highs, but then simultaneously, there's been a good handful of lows. And I have mentioned before how disorienting it is that I will have one video do really, really, really well. And then the very next day, I'll get 6-7 views on something else. That is really disorienting. Sort of being on this high of seeing comments pouring in, likes pouring in, subs. And then the next day is just like radio silence. It's a little bit disorienting, but I'm enjoying a lot of what's been happening and a lot of the growth that I've been experiencing. It's been nice. I think for me, March has been sort of an odd transitionary period where we've been dealing with a lot of like just apartment maintenance stuff, which it's not my most favorite thing in the world. We've had a couple things break, but it makes sense because we've been in this apartment for a while now. So it makes sense that we're sort of needing to replace some things. But at the moment, we're looking at maybe replacing a refrigerator, which is an expensive buy. I found one open box in like not a secondhand store, but it's a place that does open boxes. And if you've never seen one of those shops, it's what a Sears outlet used to be, but I don't think those exist anymore. Pretty sure those aren't a thing anymore. So I found a place that has a refrigerator that's not terribly expensive. It's certainly not almost $2K like most refrigerators are, but it's decently priced. And so we're looking at maybe swapping that out because our fridge that we've had for I've had it since I moved in with my old roommate, 11 years. And then she inherited it from two girls who had it for about 4 years before. And they had it for about a decade before that. So I think this fridge is something like 25 plus years old, perhaps even more than that. So it's a pretty old, rickety old fridge. So it definitely is in the need to be replaced for sure. But we're looking at doing that, and that's a big venture. So I don't know when that'll happen, but I'm hoping soon because we're starting to run out of space because the shelves are starting to break. But that adds its own little layer of stress of like, okay, gotta figure out how to move things around in already financially turbulent times because groceries are so much money. But I recently dealt with clearing out a credit card that I didn't want to deal with anymore, which feels so good to be at least halfway closer towards debt freedom. Not quite there, still a lot of work to go before that ends up happening. But life, personal stuff, going pretty decent. Trying to keep up on everything. I have not faltered yet. I've only missed a couple of days as far as uploading one thing every single day by a couple of hours. The Easter one, I was late by a couple hours, but I don't think that was that detrimental because it was still technically the 31st in Hawaii. If it wasn't the 31st for me, it was still over there. I've got a lot of fun ideas that I've got planned for the coming months. I'm trying to get ahead of June right now because June, I think, is going to be a fun one. I've got a lot of LGBT things that I would like to do. A lot of really heavy focus in that month, and I'm hoping that I can make that all happen at least early because I don't want to have to get too backed up. Right now, I'm in a really healthy grind of like, okay, I've got videos cascaded out over several weeks and that are already queued up, that are ready to go. So then it's just a matter of making a couple of things here and there, posting them when I am able to. But I'm really enjoying all of this. And I'm enjoying how much my channel has grown here, even on YouTube over the last month. I've had this channel for over a decade now. And when I first started, I gained a big following because of Disney stuff, and then I very quickly stopped posting Disney things and I transitioned over to drag and then gaming really hard, and then now this. And I'm realizing that I'm not a type of person that sticks to one particular interest very hard or for very long. Probably the only thing I've done a lot of that I haven't really dropped is Drag Race. And I love Drag Race. I enjoy it a lot. I am glad that I'm able to share my opinions and people want to listen. But I don't do a lot of consistency. I do a lot of variety. And I wonder if that jack of all trades, master of none might be applicable to me. Because I don't know if I'm necessarily the most knowledgeable in anything in the world, because I just am always jumping concepts, jumping ideas, jumping interests, and posting those interests where I can. And I'm just really grateful that people stick around even through all those jumps. I'm kind of like a frog like that, always just hopping from one thing to another, always looking for a new lily pad. But I don't mind that. I don't dislike that way that I've chosen to live my life. And I think I really want to get into a position where I'm comfortable knowing that whatever I'm doing is what I'm doing, and not to try and confine myself to a box of something that I feel that I should be doing, that I can just do whatever I want, and that would be okay. That's where I'm kind of at with where March is. I'm looking forward to April. There are some fun things just on the horizon generally. And then when we get to July, Jake and I are celebrating 10 years this year, married. So we gotta start getting mentally prepped for whatever we're gonna do. But thank you all so much for tuning in to so many of my videos that I post. I'm really grateful for all of the support lately, and it makes me excited to see all the comments and to read what y'all are saying. I do have a comment reaction video coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that. And then a lot more of really fun gaming things that I've been working hard on. So I'm excited to share those and hopefully see you on those. And thank you for watching this little vlog for today. This is a short little vlog. See you on the flip.